What's up, everyone, and welcome to episode 2 of LEGO Evolutions. In the first episode, we took a look at the history of the LEGO X-Wing. I wanted to properly mention now that yes, I did leave out the Christmas X-Wing. I just decided I'd rather not mention it. Also, for this video, I will leave out MIDI scale and UCS variants. If there's interest, I'll take a look at UCS variants another time. I just don't have a lot to say about them, and if I want to take a look at them, I really want to focus on UCS for a little bit. Now, onto the video proper. The Millennium Falcon was a modified YT-1300 light freighter flown by both Han Solo and Chewbacca and Lando Calrissian. While it was under Lando's ownership, it had this beautiful blue and white color scheme and it was well maintained. The moment the scoundrel Han flew it, well, it ended up like this.
So I have a sharp.
And that, kids, is why you don't attempt the Kessel Run. And also why you do not loan your car to someone else. The LEGO Falcon has changed a lot over the years. However, in a similar way to the X-Wing, it stayed somewhat similar for a lot of its history. Taking a brief look over them, we see how the main difference between the first two is the shaping of the saucer section, and from there it doesn't massively change for a while until about 2019. And then it got the cool color variant. However, let's get right into these. I already did the really cool back in 1999, LEGO got the Star Wars license bit. I won't repeat it, and I'll just plug my first video again. In 2001, the first Falcon released, set 7190. Something I should know about every Falcon is that they always have amazing figure selections. The first one came with R2-D2, C-3PO, Chewbacca, Han Solo, Luke Skywalker, and Princess Leia. Notably, I should mention it released before the new colors of gray released. It uses a simple 2x2 printed tile for the Dejeric Holly board. Also, another really neat part is part 6246, which is a sprue of utensil tool wheels. While it isn't technically a part of the set, I always love the sprue pieces. I also love the part 303PX10, which is a dark gray slope with circuitry. The back saucer section is built up using 4-30201, which is this panel 10x10 by 2 2/3. These big specialized parts are absolutely wicked. However, I understand why they aren't often included in sets these days. Also, it includes 4 of 30116PB03 printed panels for the top. Once again, I absolutely love the specialty pieces, even if our modern brick-built designs are far better. Another neat part uses 30366PX4, which is surprisingly a TIE cockpit, but printed and used in Millennium Falcon. Feels like Han is playing both sides, that cheeky devil. Also, while the cockpits stay the same for most of the run of the Falcon, this one uses 30485PB01, which is a really interesting windscreen to be used. Like most of these early Star Wars sets, however, this one hasn't aged the best. Now, the next one to release is set 4504 from 2004. This set includes C-3PO, Chewbacca, Han Solo, Leia, and a snowtrooper. You're going to see a very similar figure selection for most of these. Interestingly, there are two variants of snowtrooper that were included in this set. One of them uses a clone torso instead of the proper snowtrooper torso. This was the first modern Falcon. First, it includes stickers, and I have to show the sticker sheet. It has the word hyperdrive interestingly written in actual English rather than Orabesh. Also, the turret sticker has the LEGO logo in the middle. While it would get covered over, this is just a neat detail. And in fact, it wouldn't even be used in a set at all. Once again, 6246, the sprue is included. Also, the targeting computer 3039PS1 is included, which shows the trench run. While the set is based on the evacuation from Hoth, I think that is still a neat inclusion. The set also includes the Dejeric board, which interestingly also is included in the soccer set, which has a box and polybag version. Also, weirdly, there is a 44938 dark orange Bionicle shield included. Also uses the really cool 45411 and 45410, which makes me think of both the Ghost and Vestas wind turbine set. However, by far the two most important parts of this set are the windscreen piece used and how the saucer section's top panels are done. This stayed very similar until about 2019. Also, interestingly, in 2004, the set was re-released in the original trilogy-style box instead of the blue box. This set only included the proper snowtrooper. That's all I have to say for this version. In 2011, set 7965 is released, a set I have a lot of nostalgia for. The set has by far the second best, if not the best, figure selection, depending on your feelings about the Solo movie. It includes Chewbacca, Darth Vader, Han Solo, Luke with his gray visor and training helmet, Obi-Wan Kenobi, and Princess Leia. Now, the 2004 one has a large selection of prints, but by this set, look at the sticker sheet. Except for the cockpit and a couple common reuse prints, nothing is printed. The saucer top section is more refined now, and the interior is certainly more fleshed out. I always love the smuggler hatches. While those aren't unique features, it's always one of the best bits about this set. Now, before we get to the 2015 one, I was always convinced the Falcon has changed a lot in LEGO. Actually, looking at it, though, I believe I have severely overestimated how much it has changed. Similar to the X-Wing's stagnant years, the Falcon stayed similar for much of its lifespan. However, the last one I don't have much to say is up. I own nearly the entire Force Awakens playset line, except for this set. The first major difference to the last one is the radar dish, and it's a bit dirtier looking. Those are all the important differences. Well, okay, that is a bit dramatic. First off, it is spring-load shooters now. The Greeblies haven't changed much. Also, the front panel slides forward and can be locked. The interior has also gotten better. It gives off the dilapidated feel, and the Dejeric table is now a Captain America shield piece. The seats now have sticker backs, and the hyperdrive looks pretty nice. The figure selection, though, is one of my least favorites. It includes BB-8, Chewbacca, Finn, Han Solo, Crook and Shand, Rey, and Tasu Leech. Two of those characters you were probably surprised to even have names. However, now we get to my favorite Falcon. Solo, A Star Wars Story. Regardless of how you feel about the movie, I think this is the most stunning look for the Falcon. The white and blue is the best it has ever looked, in my opinion. Really reminds me of the U-Wing, and coincidentally, they released pretty close to each other. I love this figure selection. It has Chewbacca, DD-B4, Han Solo, S1D6 SA5, which you probably didn't even think was a real name, Lando Calrissian, Kira, and Quay Tulsite. There's an obvious missing figure of L337. However, I don't know how LEGO would make her. I know I'm gushing about this set, however, look at the interior. I love the sitting area around the Dejeric table, and in general, this one feels more polished. The bar is such a fun inclusion, and is definitely serving orange juice, along with the sleeping pod in the back. Interestingly, there's a permanent bit across the top, changing how the saucer folds out. There is a single hyperdrive and some different cargo, the coaxium from the movie, the same build as what you find in the train robbery set. I always love when LEGO for a movie has a similar build show up across multiple sets like the crates in the Rogue One wave. However, the best part is, oh my god, it includes the Falcon escape pod. I absolutely love the inclusion and has another bit of coaxium in it. However, now comes the most revolutionary Falcon. I'll give you a moment to figure out what is special here. There are less gaps than ever before. Yeah, finally an evolution that's massively worth mentioning. Now, instead of having many sections of the saucer like it used to have, it just has a couple larger sections that fold out, which is a very interesting, different design choice. Once again, the Dejeric table section is really well detailed. There's a small kitchen in the back, which I don't know why that's included, and the simple bed section returned, and overall, it's fine. It feels like a downgrade from the 2018 one, but that's just me being absolutely biased. The figure selection is also fine. It has an R2-D2, Boolio, C-3PO, Chewbacca, Dio, Finn, and Lando. I noticed, interestingly, for every Falcon, excluding the next one, it includes a Chewbacca figure. In 2024, set 75389 released. This set is very weird. The beds are in the front of the ship, and the Dejeric area is in the back. Now it's also digital Dejeric instead of a actual table, and there's a jail cell. The hyperdrive looks cool and evil, though, but holy shit, is that meant to be a Star Wars PS5? The best part about this wacky set, though, is really its color scheme. It includes a Beach Luke, Bounty Hunter C-3PO, Darth Dev, Darth Jar Jar, Darth Rey, and Jedi Vader. While not being a serious entry, it is a nice, fun inclusion. I find it interesting looking through, though. I was convinced, as I mentioned earlier, the Falcon changed far more than it properly did. Next episode, I plan to take a look at the AT-ST and the AT-AT. We're making it out of Hoth with this one. Thank you all for watching, and may the Force be with you.